This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
Well, we could have planned that better.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. In the last episode, we started our journey with Sophia, talked to Heimdall in Iceland, told us of a couple of locations we could go to. We went to Tikal, found a gentleman there that would help us, but unfortunately after doing all the work, he decided to take the World Stone and run off. So it looks like we have a couple more places to check out, and maybe we'll run into him again later. He ran away in a secret door, like... Where are we at? Legends of the Hidden Temple over here? But anyway, so, yeah, if you go back from the map, Indiana Jones is like, did we just go to the airport and waste all our gas and time? Yeah, we sure did. But anyway, let's go back to the truck.
Let's find the airport.
Alright, so after doing all the stuff at Tikal, we did get an orichalcum bead, so we want to head back to Iceland to check on Heimdall and see how things are going. We could go to the Azores, but we have to go to Iceland anyway for... this saves us some time. Things seem a little dark around here. Is it just me? Let's see what Sophia has to say.
Sophia,
Yes?
what do we do now?
Let's find a use for that bead.
Oh yeah, we did find.
Let's look around.
But yeah, you can. I mean, she doesn't
Okay.
always give you great advice, but every once in a while she'll ask you like, maybe we should do something with something. I'm like, oh okay. I mean, I know what to do, but you know. But anyway, let's check on Heimdall, see if he's got any more info. Oh dear. Well, this is what happens when you work on a dig by yourself, especially in an environment like this. I mean, probably wasn't the nicest guy, but he didn't deserve this.
Too bad. He's frozen solid. A little too dedicated to his work, I guess.
Don't feel too sad, Mr. Jones. But then again, this is the guy who's been fighting Nazis, having to shoot people and surviving all this other stuff, and he probably didn't know the guy that well. You know, but still. But, oh, he was able to get this thing out. Well, for the most part.
It looked like a bead would fit in the eel's mouth.
Aha, there we go. All right. Let's put a bead in its mouth. Actually, let's see what Sophia has to say.
Sophia,
What's on your mind?
I'm just trying to get extra dialogue, by the way.
Heimdall's ideas weren't that hot, I guess. What now?
What about that eel figurine?
Ooh, weren't that hot, huh? He should chill out. Ugh. Actually, can you use anything on him? Probably not.
I don't think that'll work.
Nah, this game unfortunately doesn't have the millions of dialogue options per item like some certain point-and-click adventure games is. So a lot of the times they'll just do it won't work, and I can't do that. So keep that in mind if you're trying to mess around. So anyway, let's use the orichalcum on the eel.
It fits perfectly. Whoa!
Look, it melted itself right out of the ice.
Awesome.
It's a bronze coil.
Huh. Let's pick it up. Nice. Now we have it.
It's a bronze coil.
Right.
Sophia,
Let's push forward.
Okay. Yeah, if she doesn't have anything to say, she'll just say, let's get out of here or whatever. So, alright, that's all I need to do here is find out Heimdall is frozen to death and whatnot. So, well, hopefully whatever his thoughts about Atlantis are, maybe, or whatever, maybe they're true, or maybe wherever you go after it all ends, maybe he's been proven right. But anyway, for us, we still live in the world of the living. Time to head on.
let's head for the airport.
Alright, now let's go to the Azores and find our next objective.
This is his house?
This is it.
Alright, well let's take a look at this place. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this game doesn't have a ton of stuff to click on. So, and if you want to go back, just go to the car here, so.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Are you sure this is Costa's house?
Pretty sure, but I've never actually met him.
I guess we're about to.
Why don't you talk to him?
My pleasure.
Oh, I actually didn't want to do that yet. You can actually have Sophia do some stuff, but I don't want to do that yet just to, figure out why you need to.
Indy,
Yes?
I'll go over that in a second. I mean,
I think you better take over.
I don't think he wants to talk to me.
but still.
Excuse me.
I just want to see if there's
Yes?
any other dialogue.
What do we do now?
Let's talk to Costa.
Oh, you think
Never
we
mind.
should?
Okay.
Yeah, Sophia, all she does is she basically can do a lot of the same things Indy can in terms of like the verb system, but obviously she has her own strengths. But in this case, there's a reason why we want to have her to talk. But let's just go through the rigmarole first.
Mr. Costa?
This better be important.
Be firm, but polite.
I suppose you're selling something. If it's not a priceless artifact, I don't want it.
I mean, if it's a priceless artifact, you wouldn't be able to afford it, right? So.
Do you have a bathroom in there I can use?
Yes and no. Now go away.
Nice going, Indy. I could have done better.
Yeah, sure.
In this case, unfortunately, it's true.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
I hear you know something about Atlantis.
Ha! Wouldn't tell you if I did.
Then don't. No.
Come on, be a chum.
I've got better ways to waste my time, thank you.
Don't start with me.
It ain't gonna work. Some guys just don't appreciate certain personalities, no matter how nice you are or whatever.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
I hear you know something about Plato's lost dialogue.
Maybe so, maybe no. Who are you?
Yeah.
Me? I guess I'm kinda lost.
You look it too.
Don't start with me.
All right. Sorry, I'm just
Mr.
kind of
Costa?
just seeing all the different dialogue options.
You again? What do you want?
Let's talk about Atlantis.
Why should I?
Come on, I'm a fellow believer.
Is that right? Do you know where Atlantis is?
I asked you first.
Come closer, boy, and I'll tell you. You're standing on it.
What?
Impossible.
No one believes me. That hurts.
I don't want to hear a word.
But anyway, we have to have her talk to him, so let's talk to Sophia and switch out.
Listen,
Yes?
how'd we get mixed up with this screwball?
The screwball in Iceland, remember?
Who's now frozen, so.
Here, you talk to the man.
My pleasure.
Some guys just want to talk to a nice lady, so. Let's see what we got. We got the necklace and everything, so let's take a look at that.
My necklace.
But we can't do anything with it. Only Indy could stare at her necklace. But anyway, let's talk to the man. Some guys just respond better to women. That's just how it is.
Mr. Costa!
Pipe down. I'm coming.
He's a touchy old bird.
Watch and learn, Dr. Jones.
Well, hello, beautiful.
See, now he's more amiable.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
He's a friend of yours? Well, no, he didn't pester me that much.
Actually, he's named after the family dog.
Sophia,
See?
I see.
Just embarrassing him, so. Alright.
What can you tell us about Atlantis?
I already told your friend. This is Atlantis. You found it right here in the Azores.
That's why he's hanging around here.
What happened to the Atlanteans?
Well, they had a run of bad luck, demons and devils, and they left. However, their spirits have personally told me it was mostly bad luck.
Actually, I've never heard about demons and devils.
Then you are one of the fortunate ones who have not had your ears scorched by the blasphemy of those who will not believe.
That's ridiculous.
Is that so? Good day to you. Begone, non-believer.
Interesting character.
Just another Atlantis-addled mind.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to actually insult him like that, so let's do that again.
Mr. Costa!
Oh, it's you, non-believer.
You know, you don't have to sound completely crazy.
Well, I never. Begone, non-believer.
Okay.
Interesting character.
Just another Atlantis-addled mind.
All right. Yeah, let's stop insulting him.
Mr. Costa!
Oh, it's you, non-believer.
Sorry about my last outburst.
Don't be, it's the evil spirits you know and all.
Why do we talk to everyone that's crazy and everything?
What led you to place Atlantis in the Azores?
I didn't place anything, it's just the facts, ma'am. Plato's lost dialogue spelled it out in plain Greek.
Yeah, well, what about the last dialogue?
What's in this lost dialogue you mentioned?
Why, it's the last word on Atlantis, young lady.
Do you know what's in it?
Nope.
What good are you? And then we just pull out a pistol and threaten him? No.
Have you read it?
Nope.
Okay, this guy's seriously...
Do you have it?
Not exactly.
Can you get it for me?
Sorry.
Wow, well, exactly, you're not very much help.
Do you know where we could find it?
Well now, that depends. I might trade the information for a rare Atlantean artifact, such as a certain necklace I've heard about.
I'll never trade away my necklace.
Well then, if that's how you feel, surprise me.
We do have an Atlantean artifact, actually.
Would you do business with my friend here?
Madame, I'll do business with anyone.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye for now.
At your command, madame. Don't be a stranger now.
What a charming old man.
Trade, huh?
But yeah, we've already got... Well, if this is an idea that if you go to him first, then you have to figure out what to trade him, and then we do the thing. So this is just saving me the time by already grabbing the eel. So...
Indy?
Yes?
And then you can ever follow you, but at this point, there's no reason for that. We'll have to... You might have to do that later, depending on what goes on, but...
I think you better take over.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Listen,
Yes?
what do we do now?
Let's try to work a trade with Costa.
Okay, wait, we got the thing, so...
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
Man, wouldn't you be annoyed by having to go back and keep doing this over and over and over again? You'd think at this point you'd just hang by the door.
Let's talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
Let's offer some other things first before the obvious.
I'm offering this genuine American-made bullwhip.
Not a chance. What good is a whip in this day and age? Got anything else?
Sir, you don't know the power of the whip. A certain family of vampire hunters have been very, very lucrative deals throughout the 20th century. Thank you very much.
I'm offering this rare archaeology magazine.
That magazine rejects all my articles. You keep it. Got anything else?
I'm offering this mysterious eel figurine.
Now that looks interesting. You've got a deal, mister. Now listen carefully. I don't know exactly where to find it, but the lost dialogue of Plato is in the Ward collection. Got that?
I think so. The Ward Collection.
Very good. Nice doing business with you.
The Ward Collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnett College owns the Ward Collection.
Dr. Uberman, fantastic news. Kerner, at last! See what Herr Jones has kindly provided. What on earth? Isn't it amazing? You fool! You come back to show me this prehistoric knick-knack? Herr Doctor, I believe this knick-knack, as you call it, comes from the lost city. Then we have failed! I see no evidence here of some magical metal Plato called orichalcum. Look here. Concealed in the base is a small shiny bead. And it glitters like fire! Exactly as Plato described. It's my guess we found the treasure we seek. I never guess. We must test. My God. We've done it! The energy of uranium without any radioactivity! And those smug American scientists know nothing! That gives me an idea. Suppose I place the bead inside the statue's open mouth. You saw that? Think of trucks powered by these beads. Think of tanks. Think of airplanes. Use your imagination, Colonel. Think big like the American. Think of bombs.
So why are you dragging me in here?
Well, we gotta find the Ward Collection. Now, yeah, with that little detail, now that we know that we, the player, know that the non-Nazis are aware of it, and yeah, bomb, a certain fat man and a little man type of situation going on here, so we gotta stop them before that occurs. But anyway, the collection, the Ward Collection, there is, I think, 3 different collections it could be called, I believe, because that's random. Not that it really matters that much, but we're at the college here to find it, and there's actually 4 different ways to find the book, but it's randomized every time. There's 3 specific paths, and then there's an easy path to do it, and I'll show that here in a second. But anyway, yeah, this is the hall we started at the beginning of the game, where we fell through all the floors and everything like that. So
This is Caswell Hall. We store all our junk here.
You think Plato's lost dialogue is junk?
Yeah.
I used to. Now I'm not so sure.
Well, when you figure it out, I'll meet you in your office.
All right, so we need to find the Ward Collection. Let's take a look around though before we do that. Yeah, and it keeps even animating the fact she walks all the way out there. They could have easily had her disappear off screen, but no. Yeah, you just see her walk into your office.
It says, for sale, Woodstock typewriter with floating carriage, $50.
Oh. Anything else?
It says, we'll trade K&E slide rule for FADA radio.
Oh, okay.
It says, for sale, Woodstock
Okay.
typewriter with floating carriage, $50. It says, wanted, ride share to World's Fair.
I think there's like different, if you point and click at different spots, it has
It says, Edward Teller, phone home.
There we go. That's the ET reference in the game. I was trying to find that.
It says,
Anything else?
for sale, 1937 Ford Coupe, like new, $300.
Oh man, if you could only buy a car for $300, that was awesome. Nope, not these days.
It says, movie tonight, the 39 steps.
I don't remember. I don't know all the references. I just know the E.T. reference for sure.
It says, for sale,
Okay.
19. It says, movie tonight. It says, wanted. It says, we'll trade
Okay, I
K&E
think I found
slide
all the
rule for
references.
Fada radio.
Okay, so we need to find a few items in here before, while we're looking around. Okay, so let's go back to our office. There's a couple things we can grab in there. We just have to walk all the way over there. Yeah, unfortunately, even we have to do the long animation to our office. So, let's go in.
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's lost dialogue.
Okay, well, anyway, let's see if there's anything else. Ooh, walk to the window, shelf.
Nothing up here but a few broken pots. Nothing up here but a few
Oops.
broken pots.
Didn't mean to click on that, so.
Here's a thuggy idol. Ah, letters from the school principal to my dad. They all begin the same way, regarding Henry. I wish that purple meteor on the top shelf would stop glowing.
That's a reference to Maniac Mansion.
I really should catalog this stuff. This stuff.
See if there's any more references.
I really should catalog
Okay,
this
I think
stuff.
I think he's done with that. So, one day I'll play the Maniac Mansion games, both of them, the original one and the Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle is more cinematic in terms of like it's more like the standard adventure one, while the Maniac Mansion one is a bit more open-ended, but it's a pretty short game if you know what you're doing. What's inside? Yeah.
Nothing useful in here.
Are you sure?
I can't pick that up.
Alright, fine. Yeah, you can just open and close it, but nothing inside, so.
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out.
I went to college. I know all about that.
I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Motor oil, huh?
I guess it's
Okay.
mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Yeah, we got a jar of mayonnaise, huh? Alright. Anything else to say, Sophia, before we head out?
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's lost dialogue.
Okay, well, anyway. Let's get out of here. Oop. Wrong button. So we got the... But now we might, depending on where the word collection is, we might not actually need the mayonnaise. Like I said, it's randomized. So, like I said, 3 different locations possibly where it could be. Depending on how things go, so. Okay, so let's go upstairs first. Alright, so one of the options is where the collection might be. It might be in the bookcase here, and you have to find a way to unscrew this thing. So that's one way to do it.
I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
Okay, so in this case, we don't have to do that because it's the Sprague. So to get this one, you have to find the arrowhead and a rag, and you use that to unscrew the bookcase to open it up, and that's how you get that collection.
There's nothing of importance here.
I don't think any of the other things have anything interesting to...
There's nothing of importance
Okay.
here. I think I've read them all.
Yeah, I think he has the same dialogue from before, so... another item we can get is at the school desk here.
It's an old lecture hall desk, complete with a wad of gum, I'll bet.
What to gum?
There is a sticky wad of gum under here. There is a
Okay.
sticky wad of gum under here.
So let's pick up the gum.
It sure is gooey.
Alright. Let's go... Now, we can climb up there, but I want to grab some things first before we do that, so... Now, let's go downstairs to the furnace. This is where we found that one item at the beginning of the game. Okay, so this is the dirty rag you need for if you need to open up the cabinet via the arrowhead.
It's a greasy old towel.
He would have said the same description at the beginning of the game, I believe, maybe with a little bit more flair, but... Okay, so let's look at the furnace.
It's hot.
Hot like the fires of Hiffle.
A fine sample of bitumen.
Alright, let's grab a coal.
It's too slippery to walk up.
Oops, sorry, I need to pick up the coal. That's another thing we can use. Alright, and he says the chute is slippery, right? Well, there's a way to make it non-slippery. So let's use the gum on the coal chute.
I think I'll stick this on my shoes for traction.
And now we can walk up it.
What do you know? The gum works!
Alright, so another way to get the book is to take one of the cat figurines here. If it's here, is you need to take a cat figurine and take it down to the furnace and burn it in the furnace, and put it next to the furnace, it'll melt, and the collection will be there as well. However, the easiest way to do it is, you see this book right here? This is the easiest way to get the book without going through all this rigmarole. This is the collection no matter where it is, and this is the easiest way. All you have to do is take a piece of coal, throw it at the book, and that solves the whole situation, which is kind of funny. That's the easiest way to get through this whole thing without puzzle solving the rest of it.
Miscellaneous antique vases.
It's kind of funny actually that's how you do it.
Miscellaneous antique vases.
I think they're all the same.
Miscellaneous antique vases. Miscellaneous antique vases.
Like I said, there's not going to be a whole lot of places with unique dialogue, so.
I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
And so we won't have to do the cat figurine melting thing because of the whole,
Another cat idol. It looks odd. I believe it's part of the old Ward collection.
Oh, okay. So this is the path we'd have to do in this case because he says the Ward collection. So we'd have to take this, put it down in the furnace, and melt it.
I believe it's part of the old Ward collection.
The only problem is figuring out which cat idol is the one you have to put there.
I believe it's part of the old Ward collection.
Okay. So let me save just to show what happens to get the cat one. So. Alright, we just have to grab one of the cats.
It's made out of wax.
Can you pick up all of them?
It's much too heavy to carry.
Okay, so it's the one that you can actually grab.
It's much too heavy to carry.
So, and then we just use the wax figure on the furnace.
This isn't working.
Oh, well, how about using the coal on the furnace so we can do that?
It's hot enough already.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just supposed to use the figurine on the...
This isn't working.
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to open it up. That's right. There we go. I was like, use your brain. All right.
The wax is melting. There's a manuscript inside. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Let's take a look at it. The Hermocrates. Now, and obviously, oh no, I was thinking something else. Never mind. Now at last, I have Plato's last dialogue translated entirely. The Greek original is lost, so I've used the Arabic text. I found it in an Italian monastery years ago and always thought it was a hoax. Now I wonder, could this remarkable book hold the secret to long-lost Atlantis? Probably not. No one will publish it, that's certain. The fear of ridicule is too great. To be safe, I've sent a copy to Ward. Charles Sternhardt, London, 1922. Okay, so that's that path. So, I mean, it's not like that much different. So let's load that one up and get the script the other way.
A fine sample of bitumen.
Ooh. So let's use the coal on the book here.
Oops, the lump of coal broke into a billion useless pieces.
Okay, so that is one. So I just got unlucky there. Let's see if we can try. We can actually hit it. I don't know if it's randomized or whatever, but oops. Let's see. Well, let me pick up another bit of coal.
It's too slippery to walk up. I can't pick that up.
Oh, it won't let me grab the coal again. Okay. Then I guess we'll just do that. It might actually, now that I think about it, it might be the final method, which is where you have to climb up to the or it's well, sorry. It might be also randomized if I actually get the book that way, because that is one way to do it. So, but yeah, it won't let me grab another thing of that. So, okay, we'll just do the cat version. But that is one way to get the get it. So, let me pick up the cat. Actually,
It's made out of wax.
if I hadn't checked the cat to see if it was the war collection, I think throwing the coal at the book is how you're actually supposed to do it. But unfortunately, since I checked the book already, actually, can I reload? Let me see if I can. Let me do that, because I just want to show off actually doing
I
that.
think I'll stick this on my shoes for traction.
All right, walk up.
What do you know? The gum works!
And I believe this saved it before. It told me that the cat was it. So let's try it again.
Oops, the lump of coal broke into a billion useless pieces.
Yeah, I guess it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me today. So yeah, see, it won't let you grab any coal anymore after that. So all right, let's just do the one I've got. So all right, let's pick up the cat, and
It's made out of wax.
I'll show you the other path of getting the thing as well. So let's open up the furnace again. Use the cat in there.
The wax is melting. There's a manuscript inside. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Yep. Okay. Let me show off the other possibility for the book. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't take that long to, if it's one of the 3 or 4, if you get the coal thing to work, is go up this way.
A fine example of braided hemp.
Yeah, let's climb up here. And then there's the arrowhead for that one path.
It's from the Shamet collection. Very sharp.
Yeah, that's another suggestion on like what it should be used for. He'll say whatever collection it is for whatever path it is. So, and then you would use the arrowhead on the dirty rag. Yeah, and turns it into basically a screwdriver for all intents and purposes.
Marcus thought Potlatch Indians carved this. Looks like a movie prop to me.
Okay, so let me.
The floor isn't slippery enough.
Okay,
it won't move.
So to get up here, you need to figure out a way to move move something to get you there. So let's see what happens if we push the crates. Ooh.
I believe it's part of the old Dunlop collection.
Now here's a chest we can't open yet. Now you need a key for this one. Now to get the key, it's actually upstairs. Now it won't if the collection is not what we're looking for, that specific one, it will not. We will never be able to open that because it's not part of the solution. So, but I'll show you how to get up there in the first place. So we need to use the mayonnaise on the totem because he said it wasn't slippery enough. Gross. And then we pull it a couple times towards the top there. Yeah, I don't know why we had to do it multiple times, but whatever. Okay, now we can actually get to the hole. And then I think all these are the same description.
Poor Marcus. He thought this was a Maasai warrior.
Yeah, it's the same description. So the urn would actually have the key if it was part of the thing.
Some kind of funeral urn.
However,
I believe it's part of the old Dunlop collection.
yeah. But so if it was what the collection we were looking for, it would have a key inside, and that's how you get that one. So, but we don't need to get those. So let me go back down, and let me show you. Let me see if it'll actually let me use the arrowhead situation on that, even though that's not what I'm looking for. Actually, let me see if it'll just let me open it without that. I mean, it won't, but I want to see the reaction.
The back of the bookcase is too securely fastened to open.
Yeah, so we need to use...
That didn't do anything.
Oops, you have to use on the screw.
It's unscrewed.
And unfortunately, you have to do that every time with each one. It's a bit obtuse, but okay.
It's unscrewed.
You think it would just let you do it with all of them. Like, you click it and you're like, okay. You clearly want to do it with all of them. But no, the game's like, you must do you must pixel hunt.
It's unscrewed.
And you must use it every single time on every single one.
It's unscrewed.
And then let's open it.
There's nothing of importance here.
But yeah, since we already got it, there's no reason to do that. So, all right. So that's the multiple ways to get the thing. So let's go talk to Sophia and tell her that we've got the book, The Lost Dialogues of Plato. And we just have to walk all the way over the street. Oh, and then the car just goes and just hits Indy and the game's over. That'd be screwed up.
I got it. I found Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
Yeah, we already read it from before, so I don't have to read it again, so. Oh, right, I forgot we have all the different notes here, so let's go over that. So, Hermocrates, in shame I hereby do recant the time and place whereas Criteria spoke. In rendering Egyptian into Greek, he made a tenfold error. Instead of lying 3,000 miles hence, Atlantis may have well been 30,000 miles away, or perhaps it was less than 300 miles from our own shores. Likewise, it may be that the lost kingdom held sway as many as 100,000 years ago, or as few as 1,000. Socrates, if a kingdom arose on earth beyond anywhere men might travel, then we would never hear of it. We ought to accept the lesser figure. So glorious, Atlantis founded two colonies, the lesser 340 miles north of the city and the greater 390 miles to the south. Gates of the kingdom open only with the aid of special stones. At many outposts a sunstone sufficed, if darkness concealed the tall horns. At the greater colony a moonstone was also needed, with a pale dawn to shred the darkest night. To approach Atlantis itself, a worldstone was required as well, with only a waning moon to protect the city from grim night. A final entrance yielded only to contrary minds. And it is said that dwellers in Atlantis had no horses, nor any need of them, or calcum, the metal that glittered like fire. This they had instead. They cast it into shiny beads, used them as we do minted coins, paying statues to do their work as if by magic. When their colonies were failing, wise men carved strange devices out of amber to search for the metal, but only proud Atlantis never yielded it a supply. Socrates, you have called the kingdom wealthy, but surely this is absurd. As the waters rose around their city, the kings of Atlantis, one after another, sought to hold off fate. Knowing mortal men would never rule the sea, they planned a huge colossus, which, by use of orichalcum, 10 beads at a time, would make them like the gods themselves. Nur-Absal was one such king. It was, say, the wise man of Egypt, who first put men in the Colossus, making many freaks of nature at times, when the celestial spheres were well aligned. Socrates, this I doubt. We are hearing a child's tale. Interesting. Yeah, these are all the sayings of them, so,
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Well?
Isn't it obvious?
No, it's much too vague. Our only hope is supernatural inspiration.
You mean your old pal Nur-Absal?
If I can make contact, yes. Where's my spirit guide when I need him?
Come on, Sophia. The answer's in the book, not outer space.
So he got his dates mixed up. Why is that so important?
We may not find Atlantis in the Atlantic at all.
Where then?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Of course, the lost dialogue could still be a fake.
No, it sounds real. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Enough with your fantasies. I'm talking facts.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
Oh, good lord.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. Dealing with Neurapsal takes a lot of energy, that's all. Now listen. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Omar al-Jabbar in Algiers.
Haven't we talked to enough of these nutcases?
Or was it Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. You'll need all 3 stones if you want to find Atlantis.
How will I find Trottier and Al-Jabbar?
Not so fast. First, I'm going to tell you a fortune. Look into my eyes. Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you. Now hold still. You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones. You possess great strength of character. You are resourceful, always eager to solve life's deepest puzzles. I could never follow the thoughts of your maze-like mind, so I can't follow you along the twisting path that leads to Atlantis.
Alright, so this is the choice in the game. Now, that dialogue changes depending on how you solve the first initial encounter with the bouncer or meeting Sophia. So if you do the crate situation where you move the stuff around and go inside, she basically says that and puts you on the wits path. If you fight the bouncer, just fisticuffs and knock him out and go inside, you get put on the fight path. And then if you convince the guy to let you in by being nice to him and saying Sophia's awesome, it means you're charismatic, so you're a team player, so you're on the team path. So the choices here are what you want to do throughout the rest of the game. So this will implement the point system, which I'll go over in the next episode, but also indicate how the puzzles are solved and the situation. So, and obviously Sophia coming with you. So which choice will I do? Will I keep my wits, put up my dukes, or work together with Sophia to find the Atlantis itself? Find out next time in the next episode of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.